Alright, I'm going to preface this by saying the rest of this video was recorded before I realized my mic stopped working. So the audio quality is shit. But I actually am too fucking annoyed to re-record it. So you get what you get. Sorry. Okay, so I wasn't actually going to do this at all. But then I realized I could be doing this, or I could do homework. And that's just a real easy choice to make. So, here I am doing the responsible thing, which is trying to warn the world about Lucas. Anyways, I'm not gonna look at any of these videos. I might throw in one because I really don't want to deal with the fucking editing and shit. So we're gonna look at his memes. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I don't know. I have no idea who the fuck this person is. But she seems cleaner than Lucas, just at first glance. She owns a TV, so she's already ahead of Lucas. So yeah. So I don't know who she is. I'm not gonna judge her. But I just want you to stop and think about the tremendous lack of self-awareness it takes to write this with this picture, right? Now, let me just read. Seriously, Foodie Beauty on YouTube makes fun of Lucas Werner when she eats like this. Just imagine typing that out when you are this fucking guy. Just the amount of irony in that. Just the amount. Oh. Let's go to the next one. You have to love me, but I'll love on you for hire. Lucas, people don't want your love for free. People didn't want your love when you offered $1,000 with it. Why the fuck would they pay you ever for anything except maybe to get away from them? Oh, that's great. He's also taking donations. How unlike a bum. As men age, they lose testosterone, making them less selfish in bed. By middle age, or the bathroom floor, wherever you like to do it. This coming from a guy whose only testosterone came from Jason Purva. Excellent. Next. Yes, you are lonely. And actually, I should point out, Lucas being alone is the best argument for a personal and loving God that I've ever seen. That and bacon. And In-N-Out. In-N-Out's probably the best. But this is, close second. Begging for more money. No one cares. People don't want to hire you because you're awful. And plus they can just wait and, milk yourself. I'm going to assume this is talking about this. And no. I mean, I find it amazing that a guy who's been alone for 10 years is like, no, this is going to work. Today's the day. It all turns around now. And honestly, who the fuck? I mean, this is the best dressed I've ever seen Lucas. And he still looks like a potato with a gourd head. That might actually be an insult to potatoes and gourds. Oh, this one. Oh, I love this one so far. Let's see. Facts, bruh. Okay, let's read the facts. Reasons why women date older men. They are more experienced and cultured. Lucas, you're neither of those things. The closest thing you ever got to culture was you went to Mexico once. And that's fucking it, dude. And that's not culture. Right? Going to Mexico once is not culture, especially because you went to some fucking tourist attraction. That's not culture. And You have no life experience. You have none. You have none. You have more experience being homeless than most people, but you have absolutely no life experience. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They are more financially stable. Oh yeah, that's Lucas all over. Um, Barely escaped being homeless so he could live in a boarding house. That is financial stability right there. Um, did he put this dot or because I don't know? They are better at pleasing women. This is coming from a guy who wants to use a 16-year-old girl as a hand puppet. Excellent. They're looking for more serious relationships. I will give Lucas this. He does want a serious relationship. He wants another mother, basically. That's fairly serious. They have a more sophisticated taste. I'm just gonna drop this part of the video right here.
Okay.
Yep, sophistication. They are great cooks. Nope, nope, no, no. Throwing uncooked green beans and what was it, olives and cheese and what, spicy mayo on a tortilla? That's not cooking. That's a crime against food. They live a healthier lifestyle. Lucas has untreated diabetes along with myriad mental illnesses and can't feel one of his feet. And also has a diseased tongue, a literal diseased tongue. They do not go out and party. If that's true, Lucas would never be invited anywhere to do anything except jail. He would be invited there. Invited might be putting it mildly. That might be, putting it gently. Invited with handcuffs. There we go. Invited with handcuffs. Psychological and biological reasons. There are a bunch of psychological and biological reasons Lucas has been alone for a decade, and women go running. Next. This is the easiest video I've ever done. This is great. No, you ain't missing none. Okay. It's not my fault generation gap sex is... It's not. It's fucking not, and there's literally no fucking science that says it is. None. Okay, fuck you, YouTube, for always going back to the top. Let's see. We're both in this now. Get over conservatives. It's not my fault 18 to 24-year-olds have the best, but nope. They fucking don't. As someone who has had sex with more than a few 18-year-olds or women in that range, 18, 19, 20, no, they fucking don't. They fucking don't. The worst sex I've ever had in my life was with fucking 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old women. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I have no understanding of how I know why Lucas thinks this, because he's a moron. I have no understanding of why people are like, yes, someone who is necessarily less experienced is better at something. It blows my mind every fucking... Anyways, let's get back to the thing. And healthiest eggs. I mean, even if they do, who the fuck calls himself a feminist and reduces women to how healthy are your eggs? That's not... You want to get the freshest eggs, you go to a fucking grocery store. You don't go up to a woman and ask. That's just... Remember that age gap sex is the best feeling sex? Nope. It's not. Again, it's not. And this fucking shit right here. Best feeling sex and the daddy-daughter. Nope. Everything about that is fucking repugnant. I've had girlfriends that were into the whole DDLG thing, and it's fucking weird, okay? But I got over it. I did it for them. And even they would have their fucking skin crawl at having it described that way. That's just... God, I fucking... Absolutely fucking disgusting. Next. How many people did you sluts and manhoes fuck during COVID, though? More than you have in the past 10 years. Boom! Next. Y'all got me juicy last night when I hit 2.59k. Thank you. Okay, Lucas, since we know you're bad at math because you failed remedial math, let me point something out. 2.59k is 2.59 thousand. So just imagine a little zero right here, okay? So all you did was go from 2,580 something to 2,590 something. Literally, what I'm betting happened is it went from 2,589 to 2,590. This is why you failed remedial math. Face it. Hashtag Marxist comrades. We have to change the world because of love. Okay, let's see. You say he ain't gold diggers, me ain't west with no broke jiggers. Okay, so now he's back on the whole, oh, I'm not going to say that word, it's terrible, blah, 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 blah. Wait until he gets mad again. And he's like, oh, I'm going to say that word, I'm going to scream it as loud as I can. Brr, 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 brr. This is just fucking hilarious that he's the guy who's like, oh, I'm a communist and I fucking hate the right wing, is fucking quoting InfoWars. Yeah, excellent. This one, he wouldn't take blah, 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 who cares? Oh, he gets so mad about being called on his virtual signaling, which he is. And by the way, I just gotta point out, the fucking title of this points out that it's actually not a bad fucking term. Moron. Come on, where are we going? One of those slobs that makes fun of me over the internet. I've never even seen it. Does she make videos about Werner? Because that would be hilarious. Anyways, I've already kind of addressed that one. Who cares? My tongue is ribbed for her pleasure. Nope. It is actually literally fucking diseased, like the rest of you. This shit right here, you know what that is? That is called oral thrush, okay? That is a fucking yeast infection on your tongue. That's disgusting. If you even got that close to a woman, I'm pretty sure she'd get a yeast infection. This one. Okay. I have a whole thing for this one. Hold on. Let's address this. All right, let's do some math, because Lucas says the board gaming industry is $8.12 billion a year, and that's probably true. I don't know. It's not like he just made up the number. It came from people who aren't morons, presumably. So we're going to find out how much of that $8.12 billion is, Lucas's. So we're going to start with this table here. So here's our table. Oh, hold on. You should always label your tables. Let's see what to call this one. Lucas is a moron with a tiny penis. There we go. Okay, now it makes sense. Now everything's good. Okay, so Lucas has said his developer's kit, I'm going to call it, all his board game little things, he said he spent, quote, well over $40. So we're going to say 45, and that's not including the colored pencils that he bought, which I looked those up on Amazon. You can see here, $5. We're going to just say it's $5. So add those together, 50. So, $50. That's how much we're going to say that he has invested in his little developer's kit. Now, time invested. I'm going to have to ballpark. So, I went through and counted all the videos he made talking about board game design. Anyways, that's what I was going to do. I got to 41 in the last month and a half and gave up. So we're going to go with 40. We're going to full work week. We're going to say he put on a full work week. I'm going to give an hour for every single video he made. I'm sure it's probably more than that, since we also have to consider old games, not just the new ones. So we're going to say it was 40 hours. Okay? 40. There we go. So 40 hours. Now, the minimum wage, we're going to assume that he's paying himself minimum wage. We're going to assume that his time is valuable enough for minimum wage. It's not. It's actually worthless, but we're going to assume that he paid himself minimum wage, or that he could have been making minimum wage instead of doing the things he was doing. So minimum wage in Spokane, it's up on the screen now, is actually 13.69. Okay? So, this is going to be his total investment. Okay? So, oh, hold on. Let's put total worked. That's fine. It doesn't matter. And then this multiplied by the minimum wage. Boom. So he would have made $547.60. So this is this and this combined total investment. We're going to call it $597.60. Okay. And according to him, he's made 5. You know what? We're gonna be nice. I actually can't remember if it's 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Could be 10. Could be 50. You know what we're gonna say? We're gonna say 20. We're gonna say he made $20. He didn't, but we're gonna say he made $20. Okay. Now we have income minus expenditures. So, oh, we should probably put gain in quotes. So, Lucas, your share of that $8.12 billion is negative $577.60. And this is the thing you consider yourself good at. This is the thing. You actually define yourself as a board game designer. This is what you've achieved. Being $577 in the hole. And we'll just leave off on this one. I need a clit. Bro, we've seen your nudes. You have one. That's all you got, bro. Man, I should feel really bad about that, but I don't, because it's Lucas and he's terrible. And yeah, no, you already have one. You literally have one. Maybe you should look for a dick somewhere. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do a video. My mic's working again, so I'm just throwing this in at the end. Let's do some videos. Let's do a couple.
You know, I'm not really trying to start a fire here, but you baseball cap sheeple ass motherfucking Christian clones are average.
I don't think you thought this one through here, Luke, because if they're average and you've achieved far less than them, what does that make you? Think about it. Take all the time you need. Okay, we don't have that much time. It makes you far below average, which we all know, but it's good to see you finally almost admit it.
You are average C-grade human being.
By C grade, do you mean the grades you couldn't get in remedial math and science classes? Twice.
There's nothing special about you or the women you get at all. You are just simple fucks.
Do you mean simple like the math classes you failed? And science classes you failed? Multiple times.
That often just use money to manipulate women to have sex with you. Oftentimes you're talking about pollution, riding around in your cars, being little fucking liberal hypocrites.
Having a car is in no way hypocritical, unless you're telling other people, you're like, oh man, cars, I hate them. You'd never catch me in a car. Oh, but I don't think people are doing that. Maybe bicyclists, but they're hateful anyways.
Which is exactly why we need Marxism in this world, because the state would control things and say, no, it ain't shit. We aren't going to be all the same. That's bullshit.
Oh, yes, as we all know. Governmental control means individuality. They never mandate things and make everything the same. Yeah, that's never happened. Ever. That's just, gobbledygook. I mean, that's never happened in what? North Korea or China or, fascist Italy or Nazi Germany or literally every other totalitarian regime. That's never happened. That's good. Glad to hear that has literally never happened once, and definitely not every single time.
That whole notion that communists are all about us being the same.
Yeah, that's what totalitarianism is. I mean, it's kind of like one of the basic requirements is that you require everyone to be the same, in as many ways as possible.
Look around you under capitalism, these baseball cap wearing frat boy idiot retards that only care about themselves and their little ego trip because of their fucking religion. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it all the hell. You're boring. Boring human filth. There's nothing spectacular about any of you whatsoever. I got the most popular vlog in Spokane.
I'm gonna set aside like 90% of what he just spewed out because I don't care, and I feel like I've already addressed it in other videos and shit. You don't. You don't have the most popular vlog in Spokane. Ben Greenfield has by far, I mean, I'll put it on screen. He has by far the longest YouTube channel in Spokane. And if you mean specifically vlogs, Erica Norris has like 10 times your subscribers. Almost 10 times your subscribers. So, yeah.
If you were nice to me, I'll come on your podcast or whatever. But I don't need to be around a bunch of simple fucking retarded fucking clone fucks that got nothing to offer this world other than mediocrity. Oh, Kurt!
Sweetheart, you still aspire to mediocrity. You have yet to achieve it. It has never been in your grasp, except maybe when, you were a child and your parents paid for everything. Then, I don't even think then you were mediocre. Like, you've never been anything, better than just awful. Just plain awful. Well, anyways, that got a lot longer than I thought it would, unfortunately. But I've come too far. I can't give up now. I mean, I can, because this is the end of the video, but you get the point. Now I have to edit it. Oh, and hi, Lucas, since I know you're absolutely going to watch this. I don't think you can go a day without, searching yourself on YouTube or Google or something. That, I think they have a word for that. What is it? It starts with an N, I think. Narcissism? Yeah, I think it's called narcissism.